Coming up on UT10 News, your view from the interstate is about to change. What's in store for these silos off of I-75?
Virtual volunteers. I'm Maya May with how the zoo plans on keeping teens involved.
Michigan business owner has won the bidding on a Rossford business that had been closed down. I'm Caleb Gill with what will be back up and running again.
Your news in 10 minutes starts right now.
Welcome to UT10 News. I'm Michael Sandlin.
And I'm Becca Lustig. We'll have those stories in a moment. But first, the record-breaking winter weather that swept across our area earlier this week. Here's a live look outside the UT10 studio in Rocket Hall. Traffic is running smoothly along West Rocket Drive. We've had some light snow showers today. There are still huge piles of snow in and around university parking lots, the remnants of the record-breaking winter storm earlier this week. UT10's Jake Dyke shot this drone video Tuesday after a level 3 snow emergency was declared, meaning all roadways were closed to non-emergency personnel. The National Weather Service says nearly 15 inches fell Monday night, making it the third largest snowstorm on record. The area's next chance for snow is Sunday night.
The price you pay for power was about to go up, but now the same people who helped pass a controversial energy bill in 2019 are now fighting to repeal it. Here's why.
It's been called the worst energy bill of the 21st century, and now, allegedly, the worst case of bribery in Ohio's history. Ohio House Bill 6 was introduced in 2019, adding a tax to energy bills to bail out the Davis-Besse and Perry nuclear power plants, and 2 coal plants in Ohio and Indiana. It also slashed clean energy and energy efficiency targets.
Then House Speaker Larry Householder fought for the bill's passage, going as far as shutting down opportunities to reject the bailout before it was signed into law by Governor Mike DeWine.
However, a federal investigation alleges that First Energy, the owner of the nuclear plants, paid Householder approximately $61 million to guarantee the bill's passage. The money was funneled into the nonprofit Generation Now, which prosecutors allege was secretly controlled by Householder. This led to his arrest in July of 2020, which saw Householder being charged with racketeering and voted out of the speakership. He currently pleads not guilty. However, on February 5th of this year, representatives from Generation Now pleaded guilty in their role in the scheme. The case remains ongoing. Meanwhile, the bill remains law, at least for the time being. Governor DeWine, who originally signed the bill into being, now calls for its repeal. In the Ohio House, there is now a bipartisan agreement to repeal. However, a rewritten bill has not been agreed on.
Attorney General Dave Yost says First Energy settled with Ohio and will not charge Ohioans $102 million in costs this year. In exchange, the state will pause further proceedings for lawsuits against First Energy, pending the outcome of federal criminal proceedings against Larry Householder. One of the lawsuits put on hold by Attorney General Yost includes a suit from a coalition of cities across Ohio, including Toledo. You'll soon have another place to take the family for fun.
As lots of local businesses are shutting down because of the pandemic, a local man is opening one back up. UT10's Caleb Gill joins us now live from Rossford. Caleb, what's in store for the old bowling alley there?
I'm live inside the Rossford Lanes, where Richard Kinney is working as hard and efficiently as possible to get the bowling alley up and running again here soon.
The Rossford Lanes has been around since the mid-1920s. Now, they are under new ownership. The bowling alley has been closed since 2019, but a recent auction has allowed Richard Kinney, the owner of Forestview Lanes in Temperance, Michigan, to place a winning bid on the bowling alley. Kinney was able to keep his business up and running for most of the COVID-19 pandemic, which saw many businesses wonder.
I mean, every day during the pandemic, I was here working on my business to make sure it was successful. We didn't give up the entire time we were shut down. We were either open for some carry-out, takeout, delivery. We can open for bowling, we open for bowling. And, we have fought all along the way to be successful.
Kenny says that he learned how to run more efficiently as a business and is constantly working to improve the overall guest experience.
It's a challenge, but I think knowing what I don't know now about this business and 7 years of running a bowling center here, adding a second center really is just another step in the process.
Bowling is a sport that was beginning to become more popular before the pandemic hit. Now that people have been stuck at home, Kenny believes that there is a built-up demand for activity and that bowling is a good activity for everyone. It will be branded as Forestview Rossford, but remain Rossford Lanes on the business. Kenny is really excited about the new bowling alley, with plans to improve the look by adding a patio and some garage doors on the front of the building with the ability to see into the bowling alley while driving by.
But it's a really cool building. I'm excited to bring it back to life.
There's a lot of work that still needs to be done here at the Rossford Lanes. but Kenny is hoping to roll into spring with the possibility of opening up in May. Live in Rossford, Caleb Gill, UT10 News.
Thank you, Caleb. Closed due to COVID. That's the message greeting hungry students at what was once a popular place to eat on campus. UT Dining Services closed the Student Union Dining Hall. Freshman Gavin Tanish says not all students live in the dorms by the open dining halls, and some have trouble getting their money's worth from the meal plans.
Personally, I was quite upset that the Student Union Dining Hall was being closed because all of my classes are on the opposite side of campus from my dorm.
We reached out to a university spokesperson to find out why the Student Union Dining Hall was closed. They released a statement saying, in part, to help with social distancing, the all-you-can-eat dining hall will be closed for the spring semester. The university is also planning to move the Chick-fil-A to a bigger location and replace it with a new restaurant called True Burger in March.
The Toledo Zoo Teen Program is preparing to walk through new terrain in the 2021 volunteer season. As UT10's Maya May will show us, the program is calling on teens who are still interested in caring for animals and guiding zoo visitors in person.
The Toledo Zoo recently started recruiting for the 2021 Zoo Teen Program. This program accepts nearly 550 teens each year.
The Toledo Zoo Teen Program has never encountered a pandemic like this. Now they are counting on new technology like Zoom to keep their program on track.
So the information sessions, we have information sessions for 2 more weeks. This year we've offered both in-person and Zoom options. And we've tried to keep the number of participants for each of those sessions down. In person for COVID reasons, but even on Zoom, we try not to have too many people because that limits conversation and limits the ability to interact effectively.
Zoo Teens alumni Lyric Pirtle thinks the program is a valuable part of the Toledo community and hopes they continue to reach teens despite the pandemic.
Just knowing I was a part of a program like that, it would just really give people an opportunity to get out there and do volunteer hours and get to know the community.
13-year-old Caleb Davis is interested in joining the program and doesn't think the pandemic will change how he feels about applying.
I think it's pretty cool. I would want to be one too. I can have a great time and having a fun experience with many people and the animals.
In Toledo, Maya May, UT10.
To pick up an application for the Zoo Team program, you must attend information sessions. Sessions are still available until February 21st.
Your drive on southbound I-75 through Toledo is about to look a lot different. The Glass City Riverwall is soon to be the biggest mural in the entire country. By August, the 28 active silos owned by ADM will become a canvas for an internationally recognized artist from California. The idea came to women who were boating on the Maumee and thought the silos would look better painted. From the boat, they called a local art consultant, who then contacted the Art Commission in Toledo.
We really want everybody to have a little piece, see a little piece of themselves in this mural as we transform the city and elevate it with hope and positivity.
I'm Normandy Burrell, and this is your UT10 Sports Report. It was the Rockets versus the Red Hawks this week as the men and women took on Miami in Savage Arena. Tuesday night was all about counting by threes as senior point guard Marianne Jackson and power forward Seth Milner got the Rockets going early. Miami's Delonte Brown was quick to answer with a triple of his own. The Rockets went off for 9 triples to give them a 46-37 lead at the half. The Heat didn't stop for Toledo when senior Spencer Littleson fired off 2 back-to-back from outside the arc. The Red Hawks tried to claw back, but the Rocket defense helped secure the 12-point victory. Marianne Jackson finished the game with 18 points, 10 rebounds, and 11 assists, which is the 4th triple-double in school history. The Rockets are on the road this Saturday when they take on the Buffalo Bulls. Tip-off is at 9 p.m. on ESPN2. Last night, the Rocket women got their shot at the Red Hawks. Peyton Scott gave Miami an early start. Molly Morgan Elliott answered with a jumper of her own. However, it was Miami's Kelly McLaughlin who dominated the first half, giving the Red Hawks a 36-19 lead. McLaughlin opened the second half with another three-pointer. The Rockets started to gain momentum after Sammy McConowitz nailed one from the corner. Toledo was able to close the lead on Miami but came up just short at home. Red Hawks win 62-60. The women will take a trip up to Ypsilanti to take a shot at the Eastern Michigan Eagles on Sunday. Meanwhile, the Rockets volleyball team will host Kent State this Saturday and Sunday following their recent COVID shutdown. Back to you, Mike and Becca.
That does it for this week's UT10 News. You can catch all of our replays of our newscasts on YouTube channel, and don't forget to follow us on social media.
Make sure to tune in next Thursday at noon for the latest news. For Mike Sandlin and the entire UT10 News crew, I'm Becca Lustig. Have a great day.